Something light. Something light. Oh, we're back here again. We're back here again, man. Racismo has raised its ugly head again, blood. Darkness. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's good, man. Physically, mentally, all that good stuff. You get me? Wherever you are on the planet, bro. I already know if you're on, them other sides of the waters and that. Probably in bed. In the UK, it's early morning right now. But I hope everyone's good, man. I hope everyone is good, blood. Obviously, it's in the title of the video. I was going to do a stream today anyway, because obviously I said that when we did the watch along on the weekend, that I need to not shift, but can't just have the football channel based on watch along. And funny enough, it didn't start on watch along. It used to be based on all the news discussions around football. And I will do that more often. It was just trying to make sure, well, not make sure, as if we ever do it pre-recorded or live stream and stuff like that. But I'm going to start throwing some more in and that, because, yeah, it's always good to have a voice on certain things and drop your opinion on things. Not that it matters, but it could help somebody. But listen, man, this is some bullshit, bro. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna just give you frank and that. If man waiting for everyone to jump on YouTube, and I know probably people are gonna drop videos, and some people are gonna sugarcoat certain things. Some people are gonna tap dance and all that business, and all. Some people are gonna make some excuses. Oh, not round here. Not round here, bro. I'm not going for all of that bullshit at all. At all. So there's a few things to cover here, bro. And then there's the wider conversation. And there is the point of, I'm bored of talking about it. But if everyone gets bored of talking about it, nothing gets done. And if nothing gets done, then man, them can just say what they want and do what they want. This goes for everyone. Not just that pussy hole on Benfica's team. Anyone. Like that. If man are waiting for me to do all that allegedly talk, ain't happening. What are you going to sue me for, blood? Did my dead YouTube channel sue me, blood? You get me? Is there you know what I mean? Is it 100% guarantee what man said? No, it's not. No, it's not 100%. I'm not on the fucking football pitch. I can't hear, bro. But there's loads of things that ain't 100%, like that. I swear XG is not 100% sometimes, but man want to use them statistics. But what we saw, well, some people might have seen it on clips, obviously. Madridster and that, Hala Madrid. I was out here watching the Madrid game. I was excited. It was a good game. Madrid played a really good game. In fact, one of the best games on the R below so far. The only thing what was missing was Mbappe putting the ball in the back of the net, because he didn't have his shooting boots on yesterday. I didn't even say he didn't have his shooting boots. He wasn't even missing. He was just, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, good performances all around. Thought Camavinga was great. Tchouameni was top tier. Guerreras was great. Trent was great. It was a good game, man. Valverde, I feel like it's the best team performance they've had in a long time, to be honest. A long time. Obviously smoked up on the weekend, but that's a little bit of a different story. And obviously it was the get back. And it's quite strange, isn't it? Because a week ago, probably 2 weeks ago now, actually, the Benfica Real Madrid story, the story coming out of that game with Benfica's goalkeeper scoring in the last second of the game, was all fanfare around Benfica, wasn't it? It was all cinema. It was amazing for football. There's Mourinho again. And even as somebody who obviously wanted Madrid to win, because I knew it was going to the playoff, I was like, I'm here for the spectacle still. Like, I'm here for the spectacle. I would rather just win the game and the goalkeeper doesn't score, but now it's happened. I'm here for the spectacle because I feel like football needed something like that. And it forced everyone to start saying loads of nice things about Benfica, and all of a sudden everyone's always loved Benfica and they love Simao and that. I hear it. But that is the beauty of football. That's the nice side of football. That's the side of football people like, innit? Flash forward 2 weeks to the day, I think, and we get what we got last night. Now all of a sudden, man, I'm angry at the Benfica dons. Man, I'm angry at Jose Mourinho. Man ain't rating these Benfica youths. How quickly shit changes in football. And I don't feel sorry for anyone. I don't understand. In fact, I do understand. This is probably the biggest problem. As I said, I'm not sugarcoating stuff. The question will be, well, why was there a need to be and racist and blah, blah? And listen, there were steps to this, innit? So let's just take it to 1-0. Real Madrid. Vinny cut in, top bins. Great goal. Runs over to the corner flag. Celebrates Roger Miller style. Little shimmy, little samba. He weren't there for ages. He didn't swear at the Benfica fans. You get me? He weren't there, puta and all that. He just went over there, started shaking a leg. The man then went over there, jumped on his shoulders. Wagwan. Yeah, big goal. Then things were getting thrown. Man, they're talking about antagonizement. And all I'm saying is, the first problem I had for me watching it live, the first issue I had was whoever, Alan Shearer and whoever was commentating with him, the Irish, Scottish, I don't know, whoever was, because they are telling a story to the viewers at home, innit? We don't have all the camera angles they have. I'm subjected to wherever the camera goes. So they can see stuff I can't see. And when stuff start kicking off in corners and that, they tend to leave it a little bit before they tell us at home. So I'm getting a description of what's going on. Of course I am, because if I was blind, I would need a description of what's going on. This motherfucker, bro, was just talking about Vinny antagonizing. I'm like, okay, bro, you know what? I can't see the celebration. Vinny's probably antagonizing. Safe. And let me just caveat the whole story with, is Vinny a shithouse sometimes? Yes. Big up the man them in the chat. Godwin, Andrew, no luck. You know, like that. Big up man them. Big up Christian. Is Vinny a shithouse sometimes? Yes. Does Vinny dive sometimes? Yes. Is Vinny fucking annoying? Yes. Is he a great player at the same time? Yes. None of that has anything to do with being racist, bro. None of that. There's plenty of shithouses that don't deserve racism. All of them don't deserve racism. So that's just a starter. So if you came to my stream and you were about to say Vinny antagonizing, man, kindly leave now, bro. Kindly see your way out to the racist line. Because the fact of the matter is, I knew straight away, but obviously I'm trying to reserve my opinion while I'm watching the game, because let me not do what these men do and start having my own prejudice towards man, because I can see Vinny getting heated and I'm looking at Mbappe's face and instantly I'm thinking racismo, and I'm hoping and I'm watching man do the. Now don't get me wrong, we're not going to start doing man them are all pussios because they cover their mouth. Footballers cover their mouth all the time, bruv, because they don't want the cameras to see what are being said, innit? Fact of the matter is, they cover their mouth one side, but obviously we know there's cameras everywhere around the field. That's not the issue. Man did the thing, and I knew he was saying some madness, bro. You just know. You just knew he was saying a madness. I know who this pastry fucker is, bro. And I don't even want to. I think Mbappe said it great. He said he don't want to tarnish man with the same brush and all that, because obviously that's along the same lines as what man's doing already. But just because you don't want to tarnish man with the same brush, don't mean we can't look at patterns, bro. Yeah. And we saw what happened after Argentina won the World Cup. Man, them couldn't just be happy with winning the World Cup and celebrating that fact that the GOAT Messi's finally got it. They had to start with the, yeah? We saw the coach ride, bro. We saw it. They didn't even cover it up. They filmed it because they didn't think anything was wrong. We saw their secretary, bro. Their state secretary talking about, I don't know what your problem is when you lot come from the UK and colonism. What you mean about colonization ain't got nothing to do with you, man, singing about Mbappe and all them, man, about they're not really French and all that. It don't have anything to do with that. So, back to my issue. Shearer and the pussy old, bro. Obviously, the game gets stopped. The game gets stopped for around 10 minutes, bro. But obviously, at this point, it goes from, this is the view I got patterns. Screamer, run to the corner, celebrate. Camera moves away from the corner. I can't see what's going on. Shearer and the pussy talking about, Shearer, your pussy too, talking about what's going on in the corner. Oh, he's antagonizing him, blah, 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 blah. They are footballers. What do you mean they're antagonizing? Vinny was antagonizing man from when he put the ball in the top bins, bro. What are you talking about? They're not at the Bernabeu, bro. So where do you want him to run to? Up in the fucking stands to celebrate with his fans. Where do you want him to go to? You're acting like the Real Madrid fans are at ground level and he can run over there and celebrate. He ran to the corner flag, samba dance, man them was there. Then I started seeing some awkward looks. I seen bottles throwing and vapes and shit. Okay, we're talking about. Then I saw what I saw. Then I knew. I saw that. Yeah, I saw the X go up like it was WWE. I said, racismo protocol, blood. Someone said something. Mbappe's, yeah, racista. I said, oh shit. Not again. It's all kicking off. Games getting stopped. Man's getting pushed around. Mourinho's grabbing Vinny around the neck and screaming some words in his ear, trying to calm him down. Vinny seemed to calm down a little bit when Mourinho's talking to him. A little piece. But man, them are screwing and speaking to Arbeloa, and the man them are huddled, and they're like, yeah, whatever Vinny wants to do, we're on that. We're on that. The commentator cheering the pussy continued after this point. Before that, with the celebration, I'm like, okay, shut up. But whatever. Is antagonized with the celebration. If that's what you believe that. I'm not hurt by you saying that. I think it's stupid because every celebration is antagonizing the fans. But I hear it. But when the racist protocol got hit, and then you carried on talking about this is unfair on the ref. Big up to the ref, by the way. He actually was really good ref. He was letting shit go that didn't. He weren't falling for man them diving and all that. He was a good ref. Oh, this is hard for the ref, and it's not fair on him. And Vinny has antagonized them. And brother, what are you talking about? So what we're gathering from football is if it's only a problem with man them being racist if you didn't antagonize them in the first place. But once you antagonize man, yeah, monkey chants and all that are allowed to be unleashed. That's what man told me. All right, bro, I ain't making that up. That's what I saw. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Dirty tackles, handballs, offsides, laughing at man, celebrating in man's face doesn't, bro, that's not an acceptance of, yeah, it's time to let off the races. No. Because if you're saying that, these men are racist already, obviously, bro. You basically telling like, yo, all the man them are racist and that, and we're allowing you in it. We're allowing you. You should be lucky to be here, bro. You get me, darky? You should be lucky to be here, bro. Because what man are looking at is like, listen, you pussy, bro. You see, you darkies. Not only are you out here performing shit and showing off your talent, you want to put one in the top bin to celebrate, bro. Nah, bro, know you roll, bro. What did Mourinho say? Bro, bro, I'm not going to lie. This is fucked up, innit? And I don't want to think like this, but patterns, bro. Patterns. And I've all been online the whole time saying, listen, I don't believe there's a racist fan base. I don't believe that there's, you know what I mean? I think there's just racist people within the fan base. For example, I've never been on, I think it happened with Semenyo at Liverpool. You get me? That's like everyone saying, no, Liverpool fans are racist, which they used to say back in the day. Because back in the day, it wasn't multicultural like that. You get me? John Barnes was getting shit said to him by his own fans. So we know that. But I'm of the opinion, you know, like that, if the majority are something, that's kind of how statistics work anyway. And the majority of Liverpool fans are not racist, bro. They're not. Like the majority of Benfica fans are probably not racist. And I'm being kind because I wouldn't like to think that there's a whole racist fan base out there. But society, if there's a racist area somewhere, or there's a racist this, or there's a culture of racism in an area, or in a country, or in a city, in the suburbs, anywhere, favelas, anywhere, it's gonna translate onto the football pitch. These people don't stop being racist when they walk through football turnstiles. And the fact that they get there and half of the players, that's a random statistic, but someone fact check. I don't know, who cares? Half of the players are black, bro. or half of the players are non-white. So you're gonna have to watch Mandem show out for the opposition team, your team. You're gonna have to celebrate them, but at the same time, in the back of your head, you're all right because you're performing for me. Tap dance, bro. Tap dance, boy. But when you're not performing for me, or when you're an opposition team, bun you monkey chance, bro. You want to know how I know this? Because one thing they weren't talking about, and I found it on Twitter, bro, and I saw it in the game. I saw the youth in the crowd doing the monkey chant. And it's the maddest. You know why the clip's mad? Because his own Benfica player is there in the image. I'm gonna bring it up actually. I'm not gonna just talk shit today. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk shit, bro. Can't even remember who it was. Don't even want to shout, but all I know is in the clip, it might be Camavinga or somebody like that. Could be Vinny. But their own black Benfica player is in the clip. And when he's there, no chant. And then he moves out the way. And then the Real Madrid player comes in, monkey chant. You know how crazy you have to be to do that? They're both black, you dumb motherfucker, bro. And for the man them, and I hear it, bro, because these are your teammates. You wouldn't like to think of them as racist. So I'm not mad at the Benfica man not like jumping to Vinny's aid if they don't know what's going on. I'm not mad at it. Because they're probably thinking, yo, this geezer don't exhibit any racist stuff when around here. Like, there's obviously there's other color people around the club and stuff like that. We've never heard that, but why would you hear it, bro? Why would he just say it? You have to antagonize him, remember? It wasn't Luca Bacchio. Who was it? There was somebody in the screen, but I'll get it up anyway. I'll get the clip up eventually, bro. Have I got it here? Yeah, it was Lissandro Barrio. I remember he was in the clip, bro. I'm gonna just let these men know it. Mbappe said it the best. Vinny said it the best. Mourinho, you said it the worst, bro. Whether it's in entertainment anywhere, acting, music, presenting, anywhere, bro. Basketball, football, baseball, Olympics. Mandem's culture, bro. No one ain't gonna stop showing out because you pussios don't like it. I'm sorry, bro. Pogba's gonna get colors in his hair because he wants to get colors in his hair. Deal with it, bro. Mandem are gonna get the trim how they want to get the trim. Deal with it. Mandem are gonna celebrate and dance. Deal with it. Deal with it. You don't get to stop man expressing themselves. I don't see the problem because when other people do it, you don't have an issue. You don't have an issue. And that's where the problem comes in. Man just want to be equal still. Man ain't trying to be superior, and we definitely ain't trying to be inferior. Equal still. You got a problem with my man getting the trim? You got a problem with my man getting the trim. You got a problem with Pogba getting the trim? You got a problem with Maddison getting the trim. Yeah? You got a problem with Sterling? You got a problem with Foden. But it never works out like that, bro. And that's why all the English presenters and all that jumping on the moral high ground. Oh my God, Benfica, you man are just as bad. So let's not even go there with it. England's just as bad. The Premier League's just as bad. Let's not even go, the Champions League, UEFA need to use that shit too, bro. Semenyo got abused at Anfield this season in the Prem. So let's not try to have the moral high ground thing. It's a big problem. It's a societal problem. It's a football problem. And we can't get it out. We know we can't get rid of it. So fuck all that kick racism out of football bullshit. Less of that. Just do something, innit? Bruv. Man, do something, blood. That's all you can do. Because this geezer covered his mouth, and the only people are there is Vinny and Mbappe, bro. Now, Benfica made a statement, and these pussios said, as you can see clearly from the video, the distance between the Madrid players, it's impossible for them to hear what was said. That was your statement. Really? That was your statement. Deflecting instantly. Your statement wasn't, this football club doesn't condone racism of any sort from opposition players or our own. This will be privately investigated and an internal review will be done and the outcome will be severe no matter what happens. None of that. None of that talk. These man just said, look at the video and man ain't there. You fucking pussios, bruv. The game will stop for 10 minutes. Mbappe said that man under his top called Vinny a monkey for 5 times or something like that. You saw Mbappe confront man on the pitch. I believe him. Seriously, I believe him, bro. Now, you lot can do you allegedly. I hear it. I'm gonna ask the question, and it's never gonna be 100%. And trust me, if an investigation was ever done, and oh my god, Vinny, no one actually said anything to him. Fuck Vinny, innit? Standard. But we know. We know, bruv. We know. What reason? This isn't even the guy in the game who was kicking Vinny up or anything like that, or Vinny was. So what reason of all the players would Vinny have to say that this particular Don said something to him? Why? What? Bruv, I even want somebody rebuttal, like give me a reason that it could be. Why? Real Madrid's dominating the game. They're winning because the goal just got scored. You think I'm trying to? You think I want to stop the game? Because remember, they was about to stop the game. If to stop the game would have got abandoned. The 1-0 wouldn't even have mattered. You see what I'm saying, Godwin? Man want man to be humble. Beckham had the cornrows and he had the buzz cut. He had the mohawk. It was all love. And good for Beckham. Let him have the cornrows and go see Nelson Mandela safe. Ain't got an issue. Shit pisses me. Bro, come on here and do the jokes all the time. I'm running jokes. I'm having a laugh on that, bro. And don't get me wrong. I'm not. This ain't some civil rights movement, bro. Like, let's get that out of the way. I'm not deeply hurt by what's going on because I'm so used to it. But the problem is, and the reason why I'm talking about it is because man's bored of being used to it still. Because I can guarantee you one thing. If man said that to Vinny got upset and Mbappe just sideswiped man, just bot man in the temple, knocked him out. You know if he's getting banned for however long, innit? There's plenty of stuff that happened in the game. We should have been talking. I say we should have. Maybe most of the people over here are Liverpool fans only, and Morris is Arsenal fan. So maybe everyone wouldn't be talking about Real Madrid. But the people that were enjoying the game should only be talking about the performances of the players and the Vinny goal and the 1-0 deficit and the next second leg, and it's going to be interesting. And I'm sure there's a Mourinho masterclass going to. That's all we should be talking about. You want to talk about bad stuff in the game? I watched Valverde punch man, bro. Not even being spoke about. Let's talk about that. Talk about that. What? I'm the Madrid guy, and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Valverde swiped man still. Talk about that, but no, man want to be racist, blood. Yeah, the racismo, blood. It's dark. Exactly, Christian, bro. All the stuff you're talking about as well, guys. Maddison. I'm using examples, but Maddison, you said Ward-Prowse as well. Talking about, bro, I love it though. You don't know I'm a scumbag, bro. I love it. You know, if any team Vardy scores against, bro, whatever your mascot is, he's taking the piss, bro. If your mascot's a bird, he's doing the bird signal thing. He scored against Wolves, he's doing the howling thing. I love it, bro. Because football fans, there's one of you, and there's minimum, I mean, unless you're Bournemouth or someone, there's minimum 40,000 people. And of them 40,000, 7,000 are the other fans, bro. So you got about 33,000 man screaming at you, booing you, dissing your mom, your family, making up songs about you, bro, calling you a cunt, a dickhead, a prick, a twat to your face when you go to take corners. So if I score a goal, I'ma troll you, man. It's not gonna be violent. I ain't gonna dash anything at you. I ain't even gonna call you a cunt. I might tell you to shush. Because the first issue was the fact that Vinny got booked for celebrating. It's a Champions League playoff game where the goals are needed, and he got booked for celebrating. I see Neymar get booked about 7 seasons ago for rainbow flicking, man. Because man are not allowed to express themselves. Big up YG, facts. Now, That was disappointing enough, but you know what the man them did? They huddled in, spoke to Arbeloa, they carried on with the game, 1-0 Madrid. Hala Madrid, you pussy holes, bruv. And when you come back to the Bernabeu, it's on, innit? Light work. Yeah, Ekitike. The Ekitike one's worse because it was Liverpool fans slating him, not Southampton fans. It was Liverpool fans. Oh, he's an idiot, donkey, stupid. You get me? You know, and man, them don't think I don't know about the racismo in Liverpool's fan base, do you, blood? The underhanded shit. Because there's giggles and that. And I love a racist joke. Run that. I'm not a prude, blood. I'm out here. But I see what's going on. Man are quick, because I know when man them start calling people donkeys, bro, it always seems to be a black player, blood. I'm just letting you man know. I know that the first time I used to hear that was with Heskey back in the day, bro. And ever since, every time I get called a donkey, it always seems to be a black. I'm just saying, it might be an unconscious bias thing, but it always seems to be man's a donkey and that. But what do I know? What do I know? I remember when Trent had the dreads. I remember. All of a sudden, the Rastafarian hairstyle was a problem. He was fine with Bob Marley having it. Soon as Trent got bad at football, it's the dreads, blood. Anyway, as I said, I'm not one of these sensitive pussy holes, bro. But I just don't like the fact this happened. And also, it just like everyone handles stuff different in it. So it'd be very easy for me to go, yo, Vinny, get on with it, bro. Cause it's just words and that. But I'm not Vinny. And one thing a lot of people don't know about footballers is if you've been in the ranks of football since you was a little kid, they're a little bit institutionalized, like people who are in prison. I'm not making this up, by the way. I know firsthand, bro. The man who have been in academies and that since they were little kids, bro, they always seem a little bit less mature, bro, until a certain age. And I don't mean mature in the back. I'm just saying with handling certain things. So yeah, if they've been contained by these academies and all and not had to deal with stuff, real life shit gets them very quick, bro. Yeah, exactly why for. Because all of a sudden, we know, innit? We know that football is very much. Listen, man. There's a dance for me boy culture in football, innit? And it ain't for me to educate everyone, bro. Cause Google exists, bro. But there is a dance for me boy culture in football. Now you man know, bro. I'll slate whatever player, bro. Do you get me? You guys know I don't make it personal, and if I run jokes, bro. But, bro, there's a dance for me boy culture, bro. And if you're dancing the right way, my guy. But if you're not dancing the right way and the tap dancing ain't correct, donkey blood. You get me? But then when you need to be seen to be saying the right thing, so man's dad passed away and that, and I've always loved Kanate. I've always backed him. That's my guy. And I want him to. Okay, bro. I would have just respected it more if you're like, yo, that's a shame. That's what's happened to his father. Still, hopefully he gets the time to recover and recuperate and all that stuff and take the time he needs. I ain't gonna lie, I still don't like him as a footballer. I don't want him as part of the club anymore. But I would hope that he's well. But these men just lie, blood. I've always loved him. I want to get into that anyway because that's a different subject. Because they did the same thing with Jota when he passed away, and oh my god, boys, man, they were talking about shipping Jota off like he was a yeah. Anyway, yeah. You have to get us ready for. You get me? I mean, the World Cup's in America, innit? So should be interesting. America, Canada, Mexico. Bill Morris said, here's a question. Where's the usual lot who's usually in the stream? Brother, I don't know. I put the link in the group chat. Cav's on holiday. I know Ender's got a video at 10:35, I think, but I ain't spoke to him this morning. I don't know what G and that's doing, but they're sending the message anyway, so but it's fine, because I'm fine just discussing this. But I did it I had to do this. I did the Mendy video. I'm out here, bro. I don't care, bro. Man can't get me with I can't say what I want, bro. Because you know what's going to happen on all the other channels. And I'm sorry, I know it sounds like I'm digging. I'm not digging, man. I'm just saying, when you go to all the other channels, they're gonna half say something, and they go, I can't say that because if I say what I want to say, then brother, you must be fucking crazy, bro. When it comes to race, I'm saying what I want, bro. You get me? I'm saying what I want, but this ain't politics, bro. This is life. Think I'm shutting up for YouTube? Fucking monetization and all that. I don't care, blood. I don't care. Let me get to some of these. I'm gonna bring up X. I would bring up on the screen, but some titties might pop up, and then you might judge me, bro. But it's not my titties. Just the algorithm be throwing titties and some shit my way sometimes. So you get me. Let me get these comments because there was two. The problem is there's more than one media outsourcing it. So obviously you have the TNT, then you have CBS. So a lot of these interviews, I've watched them all, but some of them are samey in it. I mean, Trent came out and spoke straight away. I think Trent spoke very well, to be fair. He looked a bit wound up though, so spoke to Arbeloa. He was very good at what he said as well. But yeah, man. Even with Henry and Mika, it's like, yeah, Henry seemed pissed off with it still. Big up, G. Yeah, big up Chronic. Yeah, man. The thing is, bro, the race thing's dead anyway, man. I just think that, like, if we should just take away the consequence of punching man in the mouth for being racist, bro, and everything will be fine. That's what I'm saying. I should be able to just punch man in the mouth for being racist, and then I'm good, bro. Because then we can really see what's cracking. Man, them will quiet up real quick. But let me find these comments, bro. Because obviously, Mourinho said that what he said in the interviews, what he said in Vinny's ear. And I'm not going to backtrack in it. Apart from Klopp, Mourinho's my favorite football manager. I like the theater, I like the cinema, I like the shithousery, bro. He's the king of it. He's the king of it. And I was half rating what he said after the game. And then it got to the last minute. And this pussy all started saying stuff. And I was like, not you too, blood. Not you, Mourinho. And don't get me wrong, he never said anything racist, bruv. But he damn sure said something ignorant. And I was so disappointed in Jose, blood. So disappointed. I'm sure it was the heat of the battle. You get me? The heat of what's going on. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I can't do because he's my favorite manager, I'm allowed to let it happen. So he finished it off with, first of all, he said, he told Vinny that when you score a goal like that, when you score a beautiful goal like that, you don't celebrate and antagonize 60,000 fans. You don't do it in that way. You do it how Di Stefano would have done it, and Eusebio would have done it, and Pele would have done it with grace. First of all, this is fucking Mourinho talking, bro. The reason why we love Mourinho is for the fucking opposite of what he said. Anfield, scored a goal, ran down the field in his waist jacket, celebrating the fact that you stopped us winning the title, antagonizing the Liverpool fans. Inter Milan beat Barcelona. He runs on the pitch, tells the Barca fans to shush. Mourinho, Chelsea runs on the pitch, cups his ears. Wagwan. Mourinho for Spurs runs on the pitch, the famous meme. Wagwan. What do you mean? What do you mean don't antagonize 60,000 people? You've made a career of it. I hear that you don't like it happen to you. Let me go to Madrid zone and that mythical, yeah, because they got, yeah. Big up Flamengo as well for their statements. Big up Howson for his statement as well, bro, because man was just dropping statements and that. Some man were quiet. Okay, so let's get to Prestiani's statement. He said, I want to clarify that at no point did I direct any racist insults to Vinícius Jr., who regrettably misunderstood what he thought he heard. I was never racist with anyone, and I regret that he threats I received from Real Madrid players. Okay, That's what he said. Man got misheard, innit? Man got misheard. Now the thing with man like Prestiani is, I've seen him do this before, blood. And the same shit happened. Who was it? Was it under 20s World Cup? Was it Morocco or somebody? He was doing the same shit then, blood. He was doing the same shit then. But I digress. Because what do I know? Obviously, we know that the Argentine man in that team are all fine and have no hint of racism. All tight. The coach ride. Mbappe. Has Vinny provoked the people before in life? Maybe he has. Maybe he's made mistakes before, maybe. But he would never deserve things like this, like racism. I don't understand the people who say he deserves it because he provokes. Exactly my point. I think the only people that say he deserved it because he provokes are the people that were neverly racially abused themselves. I agree, blood. Prestiani told the referee that he was saying to Vinny, Hermano, Hermano. Now, Spanish Sav knows Hermano means brother. Why the fuck would I put my top over my face to call man brother? Come on, brother, mate. You should have said to the ref, I called him a pussy old bruv. Because your lie don't make any sense, bruv. Your lie didn't, yeah? You should have said under your breath, I called him a prick, I called him a bitch, I said puta blood. You shouldn't have said, I said Hermano. Yo, brother. Are you stupid, blood? Lies don't even make sense. But yeah, man, brother, I hear it still. Mourinho. There's a few things Mourinho said. Because he said he told Vinny in his ear. And he had a lot of time to tell Vinny this in his ear, but he said, Benfica's greatest ever player, we know, Eusebio. Ends grew up on Eusebio. Benfica's greatest ever footballer was black. Benfica are not racist. Bro, first of all, Vinny never called Benfica racist. He called Prestiani racist. What the fuck has Eusebio got to being their best player? What the fuck does that have to do with Benfica being racist, bro? You know that this is the equivalent of Kenny Dalglish grabbing Evra by the back of the neck and whispering to him, listen, you know that, first of all, you shouldn't be provoking man and that. And you know that John Barnes is Liverpool's greatest ever player, in it, so we can't be racist. So Evra settled down. Brother, what are you talking about? What? You made it. Honestly, the first stuff that Mourinho said, where he said, "Listen, I'm not gonna side with anybody because I don't know what was." I was actually okay with that because he's got his own player, and obviously you don't want to defend racism, but at that particular time, and also the truth of the matter is he covered his mouth. So Mourinho's well in his rights to go, listen, I don't know what happened. If Vinny received racism, I'm not with that. If Vinny's lying about racism, I'm backing my player and he should be, I'm here with that. He had to carry on. What do you mean, Eusebio, bro? You know how many racist man laying down other colored gal blood? What? Jose Mourinho, Vinny Jr. provoked the fans. In how many stadiums has this happened? He's an incredible player. I love him. But when you score a goal like this, you celebrate with your teammates. This is how You used to celebrate, Jose. Okay. Celebrate with your teammates. Jose Mourinho got a red card. He said it wasn't about Vinícius, the second yellow. So we're sent, yeah, because he was sent off. We know that. I told Vinny the celebration had to be different. This club has Eusebio as a legend, a black player. Benfica is not a racist club. So there's the exact statement. I didn't want to make stuff up. That's the exact verbatim statement he said, bro. And obviously, I watched the interview with him saying that's what he said as well. Big up the man them on CBS because they weren't having it. Carragher, Henri, Mika, Kate, they weren't having it. He said this. He said that Vinny goes to many stadiums, and this only seems to happen to Vinny. The big up the interview. He said, "So what do you mean by that? You're saying that he provokes people where he goes?" Mourinho said, "Yeah, only seems to happen to him." Okay, it only seems to happen to him. Sorry, Evra. Only seems to happen to him. Sorry, Mbappe. Sorry, Pogba. Sorry, Kante. Sorry, bro. Sorry, it only happens to Vinny, bro. Sorry, man. The monkey chants were made for Vinny. Sorry, brother. Before Vinny, there was no racismo. Sorry, man, them. Because remember, it only happened. First of all, the cases of where it's happened to Vinny and it's been taken seriously isn't actually as much as people think. I think it's about 3 or 4 times now, which is once too many. Exactly, honestly. And Balotelli played for Inter Milan under Mourinho. And all them black Chelsea players that played for Mourinho and were ever. Bro, excuse him, bro. You're pissing me off, man. What do you mean it only happens to Vinny, bro? Maybe you should look at where it happened instead of talking about it only happens to Vinny, bro. Exactly, Captain Sal. We spoke about this earlier, bro. Semenyo was at Anfield. Evra, Old Trafford, Suarez thing. The whole coach on the way home from the World Cup. What are you talking about? Bigger RFTV, yeah. Alves had to pick up the banana, get some potassium in, show them Wagwan. John Barnes and that. Howard Gall and that. What are you talking about? Ian Wright and that. What are you talking about? He only follows Vinny. No, I'll tell you why it's happening to Vinny more than because one, we come from a culture of dance for me boy, bruv. And if this black man thinks he's going to be cold at football and a prick and a shithouse and antagonize us, we're not having it. Tell this monkey to shut his mouth is what you're telling him, bro. That's the reason why it happens to Vinny all the time. That's the reason. That's the reason. Because obviously he's winding the crowd up. I don't care. He's winding the crowd up with his diving and he's complaining and stuff like that. And the racism is boiling. It's reaching a boiling point in these men. And they're like, brother, one more screamer from this youth, one more step over, one more dive from this youth. The monkey's about to, it's about to come out, bro. Don't let me turn into Caesar on, man. Because that's what happens, bro. That's what happens, bro. They can't. It's not that the man them ain't racist. It's that they're containing it. It's not that he's got black players on his team, so bruv. The racism comes out when the man's angry, blood. I told you I saw the monkey chant from the Benfica fan while his own player was in. Big up Theo Walcott. Big up Wayne Rooney. Yeah, I saw them talking after the game as well. Big up Seedorf. I know that Rooney's went and got. I know it was a joke before, but Rooney went and got his. He got a doctorate in Black history in it. And he's talking about all that. So big up Rooney. They look very disappointed in Mourinho. The fact that he said that only follows like so. What I watched Lukaku. Didn't Lukaku play for Mourinho too, bro? Weren't Lukaku dealing with the Italian press being racist? Weren't Osimhen dealing with the Italian press being bro? What are you talking about? This translates to one. It translates to one thing, bro. And I'm sorry for the ignorant out there, but if you're ignorant and you're in my chat right now, and you believe you're not racist, but you don't understand what the issue is, let me educate you now, so then you can change your life, innit? Because I'm not one of these people that are scared to talk to people. I'm not on that, bro. Some men are ignorant. Some men just don't know. You get me? Some people have the microaggression things. I'm not sensitive and all that, bro. There's little things that people do, but some people just don't know. And when they get educated, they fix it, they move on, and now they're a better person for it because I didn't know before, innit? Because where I grew up, I didn't have black people around me. I only see what's on the TV. I hear it. I'm not a dickhead. I hear it. But it's 2026, man of social media, bro. The excuses are in the mud. Whether you have people growing up around you, bruv, you have however million people growing up around you on Instagram now, on Twitter now, on TikTok now, on Snapchat now. You have it. All the cultures are mixed. So allow it. There's little things that I see in man's face when certain players say something, they look a little bit confused, like, I don't see the problem with that. You wouldn't see the problem with that because you never have to deal with it. And that's fine, bro. Because we all do it in walks of life, you know. We're all ignorant in walks of life until we learn stuff. Gal will tell you something. Man then will be like, I don't know what this girl's talking about. Why is she acting all sensitive? You know why? Because you're not a girl blood. And when she educates you, bro, and tells you she don't feel safe around certain man, you're like, you know what? My bad. I got a mom, I got a sister and all that too. I should, yeah. When man then make certain jokes and that, and they're like, yo, that I don't really like that car. Yeah, I'm like, first of all, I'm just making jokes and that. But if it proper bothers you and that, my bad, blood. You get me. And then you move on and you educate yourself and you become a better person, bro. It's not hard, innit? It's actually not a hard thing to do. Unless you want to be racist. And if you want to be racist, like these man, I'll just cover it up until it rears its face, innit? Some man would just not speak to certain coloured man because then they don't have to come out. But some man, they hide it. They celebrate whatever culture. And I'm not just talking about black people, but I'm black and that's what I'm talking about. Vinny's black, innit? But it happens to other people. But some man just enjoy your music and your food and your culture and your women or your men and your city and your country. And then as soon as something happens, it's like, yeah, I enjoy all of that. But you're still like one of those, and you're still a monkey, bro. You're still like a subhuman and that. And that's just the truth of the matter, bro. That really is just the truth of the matter. So it's so disappointing. And if I'm correct, I think this is the second time I've spoke about this in 2 years now with Vinny. Was it? I don't even. Where was it? Valencia last time. Man putting Vinny in a headlock, and he's being racially abused by the crowd, and he got sent off, bro. This time he celebrates and gets a yellow card. So the victim is the one getting abused. All right. We know what go on, man. Bill Captain so back in the late 80s, I'd be in the stands watching John Barnes getting racially abused. Some directed towards me as well, but you couldn't front, man. It made you feel. I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, Napoli put the whole thing out themselves, bro. And obviously, we know, like, as I said, you can't group all people together. But what I can do is look at patterns and know what's going on. And some cultures are more racist than others. Not colors, culture, before anyone gets in their feelings. Because this is why the uneducated don't prevail, bro. Color and culture is two different things, isn't it? That's why I don't say stuff like black culture, bro. Because that sounds racist shit itself. Because you basically, if I say black culture, you're telling me that all black people are the same. We're not the same, bro. We're not the same. We're not a monolith, bro. Like all white people ain't the same. White English people and white Polish people are not the same. Different cultures, different food, different gal, everything, bro. It's not the same. Ghanaian man and Nigerian man ain't the same, bro. Nigerian man and Gambian man ain't the same. Gambian man and Jamaican man ain't the same. Bayesian man and Jamaican man ain't the same. Similarities in certain aspects, certain cultures, but we're not the same. So that's why I say culture, bro. Not black culture, the culture of wherever you are. Maybe it's a Caribbean culture, safe. Maybe it's an English culture, safe. Maybe it's a European, Polish, Romanian culture, safe. But it ain't a color culture, you fucking idiots, bro. You dumb, stupid, uneducated motherfuckers, bro. I don't understand how we're in 2026. Some man have been on this planet, gone around the sun 25 years plus times, bro, and still think that culture and color is the same thing. You dumb, stupid motherfuckers, bro. It ain't the same thing. And you're probably going to get bare streams today from content creators not having a fucking clue, saying the same dumb shit, bro. Dumb motherfuckers, bro. I can't stand it. It's so dumb. I think that's what bothers me the most. It ain't the racism. It's the fact that it's fucking stupid, bro. It's the fact that you can be so. We're in a time where man them can educate themselves easier than any other time, bro. You don't even have to go to the library, bro. You go to the library, read a book, and then somebody brings out a new book. Now the stuff that you read the first time is irrelevant. Now you got AI and Google and people to speak to. You can contact anyone in the world, and man are still dumb, bro. And let me just get this across. If you prefer not to be intelligent, if you prefer not to educate yourself, that's 100% fine. Just shut the fuck up forever, please, bro. Just shut the fuck up forever, bro. I don't even care if you want to be racist, bro, because racism ain't going anywhere safe, innit? You know, if you're racist, shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut the fuck up. That's fine. Be racist and silent. I couldn't give a shit. I couldn't give a shit, bro. I don't care about you, man, anyway, bro. Play kiss chase on the motorway. I don't give a shit about you, man. Just shut the fuck up. Because I'll punch man up, bro. I'm not on that dickhead thing, bro. I just live my life. I don't give a fuck about all the dumb color shit and all that. Bro, first of all, we already know the race shit was made up in the first place, bro. So that's just dumb, bro. You get me? I got a bit more sun than your people got a bit more. You get me? My people are closer to the sun. All right. Little bit of melanin more. All right, we get it, bro. What do you want from me, bro? I'm not running around calling, it's more superior than... No, brother. Honestly, it's boring. It's boring. Man, them need to, bro. I'm just gonna say, bro. Man, them need to relax, bro, before I start my own ultras, blood. Because if I bring back in the Black Panther ultras, yeah, and then it's long for man. Any monkey chance, man, getting punched up, kidnapped, that's in the river, bro. You talking about? That's the problem. Everyone's turned into bitches, bro. So now no one can do anything. Punk ass motherfuckers, bro. In the stadium, protected. Online, protected. On road, protected. No, bruv. We need to bring back just punching man in the mouth for saying dumb shit, bro. I don't care, violence. I don't care, bro. On a Malcolm X thing, sometimes, bro. Most of the time, Martin. Every now and again, Malcolm. Don't let that go over your head, bro. Most of the time, Martin, but sometimes Malcolm. Yeah? Most of the time, Professor X, but sometimes Magneto, bro. That's what I'm saying. Because everything can't be handled with talking about it. Oh, we got to put the X up for the racism protocol. Why? The fact that we have a racism protocol is a bigger problem. It's a bigger problem. Listen, all the heads of football, I don't need you to kick racism out of football, you dumb motherfuckers. I don't need you to fucking put an end to racism because better world leaders couldn't do it, bro. I just need the fact that man can't be racist to the man them when they're on the football pitch in this football area, in this stadium. You can't be racist and get away with it. I don't want to hear, we got a 4-year. First of all, the Semenyo youth. Let's research that. The Semenyo youth. How long did he get banned for? I swear he was in a wheelchair as well, which is crazy, bro. You get me? That's crazy. You're already one of the people in, Semenyo racism. Did he get booked? Yeah, you denied it. Yeah. December. He got conditionally bailed, did he? Conditionally bailed. Okay. He got. Listen, I don't need man to go to prison for being racist, bro. You get me? Because he's gonna come out and do the same thing. He better not be able to go to any Liverpool match ever again, though. We condemn racism and discrimination in all forms. It has no place in society or football. Copy and paste. The Football Association was concerned about the allegation of racism towards Semenyo and that it would be ensured that appropriate action would be taken. What appropriate action? What appropriate action, bro? He's allowed to go to football games again. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. He should never go to a football match ever again. It's not hard. Win some, you lose some, like that. When you scan your fucking season ticket, big racism should pop up, bro. Yeah, in NBA, they'll just get fired on quick time. Zaha knew what he was talking about. These men wanted all of. These men said, "Listen, take a knee. Take a knee." I'm not mad at the footballers doing it, but even the white footballers that was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that," and everyone tried to get onto them. I think it was like, Aspilicueta and a couple man them. When they explained it, I was like, "I'm on what you're on still." Because they never said, no, we're not doing it because we're not standing for racism. I'm like, bro, don't change anything. What do you mean take a knee, bro? Yeah, it's probably is a good thing Jude went on there because he would have got hot-headed and that, man. But the shit's diabolical if you think about it, man. Like, calm down and let's simplify what happened in it. My team play against your team. Both of us objective is to win the football match and score goals and not concede. My team scored against your team. I celebrated my goal with my players in the corner. Your fans threw stuff at me, water bottles and vapes and such. I turn around, the referee books me for getting your fans angry for scoring a goal, what I'm paid to do. And then you call me a monkey and cover your mouth and man are questioning whether I'm in the wrong or right. That's crazy, bro. You have to remember as well, the game went on from there. And then when there was a corner at the end of the game and Vinny and Trent wanted to take a corner, the referee said, let's do the sub first. Don't go over there in the corner. Don't. What do you mean? Don't go over and take the corner. It's my corner, bro. They go over there, man throwing water bottles, not empty water bottles, by the way, full water bottles, hitting off Vinny's shoulder, hitting off Trent's shoulder, vapes are getting dashed at, man. I remember when somebody threw a coin at Carragher and Carragher picked up and threw it back at, man. And Carragher you think he got banned for it or something. What? You got this. The only problem I had with Carragher when he threw it back was your aim ain't that good, bruv. You're not Hawker. You're going to hit the wrong person. But you can't just do that to me. UEFA won't do anything because it's Vinny, bro. Like, they just see this as it's Vinny again. Like that. It's Vinny. They need it to happen to a nice black. That's what they're talking about in their offices now. How are we doing today? Good morning, guys. You got your coffee? Yeah. So, racism protocol. And how do you think last night went? Well, was Vinny. Yeah, it does antagonize him a little bit, like that. Like every now and again, I want to call him a nigger too. No, he wasn't nigger this time, monkey. Oh, valid though, wasn't it? He was valid. He was acting like one in the corner, like he was. Yeah. So what we should do about it? Just let it die down. They'll stop talking about it tomorrow. Yeah, but what do we do after that? Nothing. Let's just wait till it happens to a nice black. Then we'll talk about it. Nice black. Yeah, the nice blacks and that. The gay, Mark Gay, them kind of Virgil van Dijk and that. Yeah, maybe not even the darker skin ones. Maybe some of the lighter ones, because they're not. They've got a bit of white in them. So just wait for it to happen to one of them. Yeah, should we do that? Yeah, let's do that, mate. All right. So exactly what's going on in the boardroom. Exactly. The first thing I wanted to do, because I'm a piece of shit, yeah. So when that happened, the first thing I wanted to do is I just wanted to go online and see who was doing a watch along and just see what everyone was saying, bro. I just wanted to weed out the ignorant content creators too, so I can punch them in the mouth as well. Because I'm sure, man, oh my God, Vinny. I was on Real Madrid's team, innit? But as I told you, bro, I saw man drag Valverde's arm and Valverde sideswiped, man. He gave him a quick John Jones to the jaw. Didn't get booked. No VAR. Nothing. Now, of course, I don't want him to get sent off, but I'm showing you the difference. One man sideswiped, man, and one man celebrated. And then when he fouled somebody later on in the game with the tangle of the legs, That's when Mourinho and that lost their mind because they wanted the second yellow, get Vinny sent off. The first yellow was disgusting. I have no power in this situation. I have a low subscriber count. I don't have no power in this situation. But I just hope that somebody watching, this sounds cheesy as shit, but I hope that somebody watching shut their mouth in this chat and just listen and said, you know what, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was half thinking that Vinny was provoking, man. But now Savage said that, yeah, I might have changed the way I think about stuff too, because that's good enough by me, blood. I'm not holding man's feet to the fire, bro. I'm not one of these men that say, oh, you said something bad before, you can never recover from it. Because I'm always on, you draw blood and that. It's no going back, bro. But these man, yeah. And they ain't, and for like fucking Prestiani and that, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Your country can't, bro. They're not beating allegations while you're doing this shit, bro. Man, we're trying to fight allegations from the World Cup as it is, and them allegations were on videotape. Then the way you man were moving about Mbappe after, it's on videotape, live. No one. So you man doing this, and Enzo Fernandez and all them, you're not helping. But the thing is, I don't know if you care. Big up all the Argentine dons, they're not all racist and that. But I do know one thing, bruv. I know where the Nazis went when they left Germany. Yeah, I know where they left, bruv. So I'm saying, things need to be fixed, bro. Educations need to be made. People need to have conversations with each other. I think that's a valid thing, man. It's not hard, bro. Cultures need to mix and talk. But the racists will be racist, bro. There's no stopping that. There ain't no stopping it. And like I said, at this point, I'm tired, bro. Who cares, bro? Like, if I'm tired, I'm not even some civil rights activist. I can only imagine the activists that wake up every day trying to stop it. Brother, I don't want to be that guy, which feels like you're wasting your time. But at least when we go to watch a football match and you pay your money, whatever team you support, for that night out, for that day, can I not experience racism at this football match? That's all you people in football can do. Stop it around football. Because you know that a lot of people who are racist, they use football as their outlet to be racist out loud. You do know that, innit? Because you're in a crowd. So it's not just you saying one thing. If I see 200 more monkey man chants going on, I might just jump in for 201. I can say it now. We know that because that's the release you get when people are swearing and that in the crowd, calling man a fucking cunt and saying all this stuff because they want to say that. They can't say it to their boss at work. So gotta say it, innit? Yeah, we already know YG, bruv, because they tried to whitewash the thing, bruv. If you know your history, they tried to whitewash the thing, bro. Like, there's a reason why, well, what you just said, the South American player, yeah, Brazil, Peru, Chile, all these, Paraguay, all these places, some Afro Latinas and Latinos, and there's some black man in there and that, bro. Argentina. And it was a conscious effort to do so, blood. You know how much black man used to be in Argentina before? You know how much black man used to be in Ecuador? You know how many black men used to be in Argentina in the past? You know what they did? Yo, bring in the Italians, bro. Bring in the Italians, bring in the Germans and that, bring in the Nazis and that. Whitewash up this place real quick, bro. Don't procreate with these black men. In a few years, they'll be gone. And it worked, bro. You know what happened in Brazil? Slave trade and that, they tried the same thing. So just drop off these black men in this island, bro, because you get me. They'll be gone soon. We'll just whitewash the whole thing. You know what happened in Brazil? The black man got off the boat and they saw white girl blood. And the rest is history. Ronaldinho, Roberto Firmino, Renato, Denilson, Cafu, Neymar. You see where I'm going with this? See why they're all light-skinned, black-skinned youth, yeah? You know why? They tried the thing and it didn't work in Brazil, blood. The Brazilian white things said, jeez, this is what you tried to do to us. You thought you was going to erase them. Yeah. Island boys. And I know I'm making jokes in that. That's literally what happened, bro. They tried to eradicate the black man. They dropped him off in Brazil and it didn't work out for you because procreation. Yeah, the Lucas Leiva thing might have been Sweden still, can't lie, yeah? But just know if everyone thinks, first of all, they got the largest population of black people outside Africa, innit? And everyone wants to know why everyone looks mixed race in Brazil. Yeah, but you put enough white girl around black man, bruv, and something's gonna happen. You get me? That's all I'm saying. Snow bunnies are out there. And, I'm glad I can educate some mum car. That's what happened, bro. Remember you was growing up, and I remember growing up. Not that I cared, bro, but I used to be like, Ronaldo, like, I used to be like, Ronaldo black. Can't touch that. These man black. I don't know. You grow up, you realize very quick, bro. Because if you go look at all their parents, most of their parents look mixed race as well, because they are, bro. And then you go look at their granddad, and then their granddad's a black man. You get me? And obviously in Brazil, but Brazil's more racist in their own families. Like they got the colorism thing in it in Brazil. They got like you got like a light skinned brother and then a dark skinned brother. They're both brothers, full blood, but obviously they get treated different. That's a fact in Brazil. Yeah, but honestly, that's what happened, bro. It literally is what, bro. It's dark. Big up Sammy. It's actually what happened, bro. Yeah, Captain Sal, they like to congregate, man. Listen, my plans for this. It's probably not gonna happen this year, but hopefully, my plans was to start going on tour to different football stadiums and it because I've been to like the main stadiums, but I wanted to go to some. Yeah, but you know where I didn't want to go? I weren't trying to go to Red Star Belgrade and that, Cracovia and that. Yeah, I weren't trying to go to them stadiums because I already know. Well, I already know. I won't put myself out there, but shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't even be a thing. The uneducated will just stay that. You get me? That's their thing, ignorance, and I'm okay with it. Honestly, I'm okay with people being ignorant. Just shut the fuck up. Life's too short. This has been going on since before we were born and before everyone in the chat was born, and it's still going on. So I think I can surmise at this point, it ain't gonna change. Some things will get better, some people will be more quiet. All I ask, shut the fuck up, bro. Just let man play football in peace. Let man score a goal without being abused. Guys, bad enough. I don't even like the abuse to footballers anyway. Like, not the your shit. Not that kind of abuse. I'm talking about the personal stuff in the state. You fucking cunt. You fucking yeah, all of that. But if you're gonna do that, footballers should be able to say something back. That's the reason why I love Vardy, bruv. Shithouse. I think somebody mentioned the NBA earlier, but that's the reason why when I love American sports, bro. Like, yeah, the rules are all different and that. Man, them saw me do my watch along for the Super Bowl and that. Because I know because one thing I know in America is for all the racism that exists, you ain't stopping man expressing himself. You're not stopping it. So when there's a post press conference after the game, man would just tell you, bro, fuck my man, bro. Like he was saying whatever to me, punched him up, bro. It is what it is. Don is racist, so I ain't having it. Journalists, shut your mouth because you want to run your mouth and run mine. Yeah, and that's okay. Make it equal. People want footballers to be robots and big up some of the man them that said stuff online though. You get me, Henri, Mika, Carragher, Kate, Seedorf, Rooney, Walcott, Gabby Logan. Big up all of them still because they spoke very well, and I like the fact that when Mourinho ran his mouth, they didn't sugarcoat it. And if you saw Walcott's face when they heard Mourinho speak, him and Rooney looked so disappointed, bro, so disappointed. And I have to summarize again, like I don't believe Mourinho's racist at all, bro. But just because you ain't racist, bro, you're ignorant as shit. And even you were blinded by the fact that you wanted to win a football match that you couldn't see while gone. And we're talking serious, Savage. We're not talking about me joking around and that. Because when I'm joking around, I'll make jokes about anything. But they look so disappointed. It's the same look I had on my face with Liverpool fans when Suarez was running his mouth. Man, them just cared about, yeah, but we're going to win the league. I hear that. But man's been racist still. Yeah, Evra might be lying though. For what reason? For what reason? He plays for Man U. They're the best team around. What reason? And I know, to be fair, bare Liverpool fans are probably guilty of that. They need to, yeah. Don't need to say sorry now, but we know at that time, bro. Man, them were so desperate for a title, they would have took the racism. I hear it. I hear it. But it's starting to still. It's starting to still. I just think you should be able to punch man up. That's my thing. That's my thing. Man's like Man City James and that. But as we know, nothing will be done. And they'll move on from this. And I'm sure there's like a couple content creators out there right now with sad faces in their thumbnails and that, acting like they're trying to fight the fight and all that business, talking about I employ black people. I employ that. Brother. Some man just shouldn't talk, bro, to be honest, bro. You get me? Yeah, YG, that's what man do, innit? Yeah, try to act like man. That's exactly what they do, try to act like man was on a different bus, innit? That's jokes, man. Like I said, I just think, and I know the realistic part of it is me advocating for violence ain't really gonna happen, is it? But I'm just saying, if something can be proved, fucker covered his mouth, and if something can be proven, and I punch man up on the pitch for it, not me, them. Man should have stand with me, innit? Like the ban should be lifted. Yeah, I punch man in the mouth, bro, but he said what he said, and then we're on 11 playing fields there. But sadly, it won't. And I think what should happen when these things happen, you can't. Punishments are hard in it because fines for footballers are minuscule anyway. They can't prove that he actually said whatever. But I think when that shit does happen, just fuck the fans up, innit? Once the fans start losing out, that's when shit gets south, innit? They used to put man behind closed doors. Yeah, Benfica, bruv. Sorry, from now on, bruv. Your fans can't come to the away game, and for the next however long, then the next 5 Champions League games, 10 Champions League games behind closed doors, and that so if you get knocked out in this round for the next 9 Champions League games, even if it goes into the next season and the season after, no fans, bruv. Trust me. Man, them real quick will shut their mouth. They won't stop being racist, but they will shut their mouth very quick, blood. Very quick. Very quick. Because as I said, that one clip I told you with the monkey, bruv. That one clip with the monkey chant, yeah, is the reason why it's the darkest clip because, bro, it's a Benfica fan, but his own black player is in front of him, bro. No shit's given. It's one of them ones, in it. I like him, but I don't like him. Wild to me. Wild. There'll be a fallout of all of this, of course. It will go away because it always does. Man will stop talking about it. I'm sure man will start talking about, yeah, it's time to. I was waiting for the next person to come out and say, oh, it's time to stop antagonizing the fans and that. Nah, blood. You know what I mean? That's what I liked when, in the Merseyside derby and that, Decore was antagonizing our fans. And then Curtis tried to scrap him. That's why I said, allow it. Let them scrap. Curtis is back in the case. Decore is doing the right thing. He scored in the derby. Nobody should get booked. Just separate them and move on. Because no one's in the wrong there. I'm about that. Honestly, I'm about that. Benfica's said their statement now. They've spoken on it. And the fact that they've spoken, they said what they said, that's enough for me to go, yes, it's long still. I mean? They're back in whatever. As we saw the Argentine secretary back certain things before. So, yeah, that ain't going to change. But remember, man, we've all said and done, just remember that Eusebio is Benfica's greatest ever player. So, yeah, Benfica can't be racist. Dumbest shit I've heard, bro. Dumbest shit I've heard. Yeah, is the regular punish for Marseille fans? Is it the regular? Are them man live yet? Are they live already? Zen's live. Let me know in the chat. I swear it just said that Carpish is live as well, but ain't he gone live with Cal? I'm so confused, bro. I'm actually so confused, bro. I swear that Ends are going live with Cal, but I swear it says Carpish are live at the same time. So Ends is like Ends and Carpish live at the same time. Am I tripping? Okay, he's gone live. Man should have just messaged me still. Would have just jumped off. He's like, is he live with Cal? They're both. Oh, Matt and Drift's on Carpish. And why did man them just all speak to each other and go live at different times, bro? It's all the same people. Well, I'll leave it there then. Second leg of that game, I'm sure the second leg is gonna have more viewers than there would have been. A lot more viewers than there would have been. And I'm sure we're looking at pure cinema, bro, because something's gonna happen over there. Something's gonna happen over there. It's gonna be dark still. Yeah. Yeah. Morning show. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Well, use not big up to you, man. Done over an hour here anyway. I actually was going live until Ends was going live, but he never messaged me, and I messaged him in it, so I just thought that he weren't live yet. So, I'll be back again today because I got a wrestling stream to do. So, honestly, when I post that in the Discord in about 10 minutes, because I'm just making the thumbnail, and then it's still early, so I chopped it up around midday, I think, or just after. Probably, I'm gonna try to go live straight after Ends goes live again, so I can get my wrestling stream out of the way. I can make my pre-records for later on in the day. So, obviously, if any of you guys are into wrestling, stick around. Go to Savage Thoughts Wrestling. Hit the notification bell for when the video comes out. And I'll try to drop more football streams like this and that because it's early for me. But I was out the gym early this morning, and yeah, when the new stories drop, it's a little bit easier for me to talk instead of just doing watch-alongs all the time because you already know. So the wrestling video will be just a roundup of all the stuff over the week. So like from Raw and a couple of news stories. Yeah, Morris, it's been a minute because honestly, bro, like we'll talk about them. I'm so disappointed with what wrestling's. I'm so disappointed that the year started, and every year it starts, you want to give them a brand new impetus, like, oh, this is gonna be better. It's got worse. So, you know me, I could run around and try and get the views by just slating WWE, but I needed to relax a little piece, bro. So we'll talk about it though. Got a new series dropping as well, Ruthless Depression, Part 1. So that's gonna be, I'm gonna cover a topic on wrestling. Every time I drop a video on what can be fixed. I'm not trying I'm not gonna try and rant and stuff like that because I'm not trying to do that. But there's little things that I think they can fix, but it's gonna require like a separate video. So maybe like a 5 to 8 minute video each time it drops. Build a little archive of that. But yeah, like I said, Ends is live now. I'm probably gonna go live at 12. Probably gonna go live at 12 or just before quarter to 12 because whatever time in it. But love for the love. Big up to everyone in the chat. Yeah, man, you man have been great still, bro. But I'll drop it again and then look out for the wrestling. I mean, for the football videos as well. I'll probably do another one tomorrow. To be fair, if there's another topic to cut around, there's topics out there in it. So, all right, peace.